Bend your knees. You can take all that stuff right there. Feel free to straighten out your legs, however you feel most comfortable. And Kathy, just grab your strap and your blocks accessible to you when you come onto your mat. Once you find your shape, go ahead and close your eyes. And we'll take a big breath in together. Slow breath out together. Just allow that exhale to bring you into the space. So last week I introduced my class to some of you this woman named Caroline Leaf. She's a neuroscientist from Zimbabwe. And I think everything that she pretty much studies, the yogis knew, which is so brilliant. There's this beautiful quote that she said that really brings me back to my own practice. And she says, our mind is designed to control the body, of which the brain is a part of, and not the other way around. Matter does not control us. We control matter through our thinking and our choosing. We cannot control the events and circumstances of life, but we can control our reactions to it. In fact, we can control our reactions to anything, and in doing so, we change our brains. It is not easy, it is very hard work, but it can be done through our thoughts and our choices. So it reminds me of the Yoga Sutras, where Patanjali talks about the power of our mind. And when we observe our thoughts, we recognize that we control how we perceive reality. So however we see the world is through our own personal lens. That's why we have 8 billion different perspectives in the world. So perhaps there's a challenge in your own life that you're dealing with at the moment. And I invite you to think about your own practice. How can you reframe your perception, your thought about that one challenge? And how do you think that will change your life, your practice, your perception of reality? So let's take another deep breath in through the nose. Slow breath out through the mouth. So we're going to take the left hand onto the heart and the right hand onto the belly. So we're going to start with a little bit of breath work here. So we're going to do a split breath. So I'm just going to explain it really quickly. So we're going to do a 2-part breath where we'll breathe into the belly first and then pause. And then we'll breathe into the ribs, the chest, all the way up to the top and pause. And then we'll exhale out through the chest to the ribs and pause. And then exhale from the belly all the way out. So we'll do that 3 times through, and then we'll switch directions. So when you're ready, you'll take a big breath in, big breath out. And then when you're ready, inhale from the base of the spine all the way up to the middle of base of your ribs, basically, and pause. And then inhaling into the rib cage, all the way up into the clavicles, your upper back, and pause at the top. And then exhale from the ribs, from the chest first. Pause. And then exhale everything out. And again, inhale through the belly first and pause. Inhaling into the ribs, top of your breath, pause. And then exhale from the chest and the ribs first and pause. And then exhale everything out. Do that round one more time. Inhale into the belly first and pause. Inhaling into the chest and the ribs, your upper back, pausing at the top. Exhaling from your chest and your ribs first and pause. And then exhale from the belly, from the low back, everything out. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. So we're going to reverse the order. When you're ready, inhale into your chest and your ribs first and pause. Inhale into the belly, into the low back, expanding all the way into the bowl of your pelvis and pause. Exhale from the belly first and pause. And then exhale from the chest and the ribs all the way up. Again, inhaling into the chest and the ribs and pause. Inhaling into the belly and the low back, pausing at the top. Exhale from the belly first and pause. Exhale from the chest, everything out. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. Go ahead and hug your knees in towards your chest. And just take a moment to rock from side to side. And then you're going to drop your feet onto the mat and grab one of your blocks. You'll place one of your blocks either on the lowest height or the second highest height underneath your sacrum. And then grab your strap and you'll unravel that strap. Draw your right foot in and place that strap around the ball of your right foot and stretch your right leg up. So keeping your arms straight here and relaxing your shoulders down. And then from here, start to slide your left leg forward, keeping your heel heavy on the mat, and then flexing into that ankle as you reach your foot, the heel of your foot forward. And we'll stay here for a few deep breaths. One more breath here. Really feeling the energy reaching out through both balls of your feet, even the heels of your feet. Go ahead and bend that left leg, bring the left foot back, hug the right knee in, and drop it back down onto the mat. Take that to the other side, hugging your left thigh in, and taking that strap around the ball of your left foot and stretching up. And again, just straightening through the elbows, relaxing through the shoulders. And then from here, starting to slide your right foot forward, really reaching through the heel of that foot, keeping your heel heavy on the floor. And just feeling that energy of reaching through both feet. Take 2 more big breaths here. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and bend your right knee, bringing the foot onto the floor. And then
take that strap away off of your left foot and just set it to the side and then drop your left foot down. Go ahead and lift your hips and come all the way down onto your back. Just rock your knees from side to side. And then roll to your side and just look up here for a moment. So we're going to move into a pretty funky little core work exercise. So we're going to place the first block underneath our shoulder blades, so right above your bra strap. And then the second block is going to come right underneath right where your heels or your Achilles tendon is. And they're going to be on the second highest height, both of them. And then actively start to flex your ankles and start to press your ankles and the backs of your heels into the block. And then from here, you're going to lift your hips up. And then feel free to interlace your fingers behind your head. And then feel your body your chest lift up a little bit more towards the sky. And then when you're ready, you'll start to reach your arms up and overhead, maybe in line with your ears, maybe above your ears. Imagine someone's pulling your shoulders or shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears as your fingertips are being pulled back. Take one more breath. And then drop your butt. See if you can you can interlace your fingers behind your head. And then let your head drop down towards the floor. We'll take one more big breath here. We're going to do that again. Lift your head and chest up. And keep your hands interlaced behind your head. Press your heels or your ankles down rather, and lift your hips up. And then reach your arms up and overhead. Feel your ribs really press into the block at your upper back. 2 more breaths. Really feel everything hug in towards your midline. And then interlace your fingers behind your head, release your butt, and open your chest. We're going to do that one more time. And then lift your head, lift your hips. You can hold here or reach your arms up and back. And really feel your fingertips reaching back behind you. Shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears, and then feel your armpits spiral towards your heart. One more breath here. Then interlace your fingers, drop your butt. Go ahead and release your feet. And feel free to drop your head back behind you for one more big opening through the chest. And release your arms and roll off to your side. You'll grab that block out from behind you and then come back onto your back. And just hug your knees back in towards your belly. We're going to rock and roll along our spine. When you're ready, you'll cross your ankles to come forward into your downward facing dog. Once you come into your downward facing dog, just taking a moment to bend your knees, walking out your legs. And then notice your breath. Find your Ujjayi breath, that slight constriction at the back of your throat. Making that ocean-like sound. It doesn't have to be very loud. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And then lower your knees onto the mat, coming onto all fours. We're just going to wiggle through the spine here in some cat-cow movements. About 3 deep breaths, wiggling into the spine. Maybe shifting your hips from side to side. And then from here, coming back to a neutral spine, and we're going to circle the shoulders. So shrugging them towards your ears, letting them circle down, around, and back up. Maybe going forward, and then going back. start to circle around the wrists. So feeling your finger pads pressing into the mat and noticing the base of your index finger also pressing into the mat. So just circling around in all directions. Really feeling the finger pads pressing into the mat here. Getting your hands very strong here. And coming back to center, tuck your toes, all 10 toes. And then start to lift your knees and barely float them off the floor. Feel your ribs hugging towards your midline. Keep your gaze forward on your mat. And then extend your feet back into plank pose. And then really press with the hands to feel your upper back rounding just a little bit. And then shift your body forward as if you're peering over a cliff. And then come back to plank. Shoulders over your wrists. Again, shift forward. And shift back. One more time. Shift forward. And shift back. Drop your knees down. Lower it all the way onto your belly. We're going to extend our fingers out to the sides. Roll the shoulders up and back. Pull forward and lift them up. And exhale. Inhale, pull forward, lift up. One more time, exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Take your hands next to your ribs. Tuck your toes, press back. Down and down. On your next inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, or jump to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale. So we're coming to Padahastasana, lifting the balls of your feet up, taking the palms of your hands against the soles of your feet. Relax your forehead, the crown of your head down. Maybe wiggling your toes to massage your wrists.
Pulses right through me, have faith in
one more breath here.
guided and knew me, break through. Break
Now release your hands. And then soften the knees, roll the spine to come all the way up. Once you come up, inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring your palms to your heart. So taking a moment to close your eyes, setting an intention for your practice. The why behind your practice. Ready, leaving your eyes open as you inhale, reach your arms up and over. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step to plank pose. Hold for one breath. Maintain the strength from the crown of your head to your feet and shift your twist of vinyasa. Either turn around to an up dog or down to a cobra. That's downward facing. Even in your down dog, feeling the base of your index finger pressing into the mat, feeling your finger pads pressing into the mat. Take 2 more breaths. Noticing that lengthening through the spine, reaching through your inner thighs up and your pelvis up and back towards the wall behind you. Inhaling onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, or jump to meet your hands. Inhaling halfway. And exhale, fold. This time we're going to inhale, lift halfway. Bring your arms forward to the level of your ears and hold. Feel your ribs hug in towards your midline. Feel your feet hug towards your midline as well. One more breath. Inhale, rise, reach up. And exhale, palms to your heart. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, step to plank or jump to chaturanga and hold for a breath. Connect to that strength. Maintain it as you shift through your vinyasa. Expand your breath all the way out to your upper back and to your side ribs. 2 more breaths. Next inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step up or jump to your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach your arms forward, hold. Feel everything hug in towards your midline and then expand from there. 1 more breath. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, palms to your heart. We'll add from here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Inhaling half. Exhale, step to plank or jump to chaturanga and hold for 1 breath. Then shift through your choice of vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. From your right inner thigh, inhale, reach your right leg up. And reach to the heel of that foot, just like we did on our back. Beautiful. Stay in your down dog. Draw your thigh towards your belly. Round forward into plank pose. Tap that knee down to the mat and lift it back up. 1 more time, tap and lift. Step it forward, high lunge, scissor those inner thighs, reach up. As you exhale, bend your elbows, bend your back knee. And then inhale, straighten both. Reach up, exhale, bend your elbows, bend your back knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. Palms together to your heart for a twist over to the right. Keeping that right knee pressing out towards your right little toe. And then feel your belly move away from your front thigh. 1 more breath. Inhale, rise up, reach up, high lunge. From here, palms together to your heart. Virabhadrasana 3, lean forward and lift that left leg up. Reaching through both feet, 1 more breath. Beautiful, standing splits. Drop your hands down, grab that hip, foot, or ankle with one of both hands. Really feeling your left inner thigh reaching towards the sky. 1 more breath. And then slowly bend that front knee, step all the way back, walking your body over to the left and pivot forward on your feet for Pasarita Padottanasana. So staying across Pasarita Padottanasana, aim with your hands underneath your shoulders or into your feet. Feet gently hugging towards your midline. 1 more breath. Inhale, lift halfway. Pivot forward to the front for side angle pose. Keeping that right arm to the inside of your front leg. Reach your left arm up. And maybe spinning that left arm up and over again. 1 more breath, stay connected to both feet. Inhale, rise up, reverse warrior, keep that front knee bent. And straightening that front leg, keep this length of your torso long as you reach forward for Trikonasana, triangle pose. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. That right thigh rotates out through the right little toe. Awesome. 1 more breath. Exhale, bend your front knee, release your hands around your front foot, and step back into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Coming into a standing forward fold with the back of your mat. palms out in front of you, shoulder distance apart, pressing your finger pads into the mat. If you can, bend your knees to do so. And then lean forward, just like we did in our plank, and come as high up onto your tippy toes as possible. And lean forward, shoulders in front of your wrists. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And release your heels, walking forward into downward facing dog. You are welcome to do a vinyasa here if you'd like. Otherwise, stay in down dog. So I'm going to left your thigh, reach that left leg up. And reach through that heel. Beautiful. Stay in your down dog. Draw the thigh toward your belly. Round through to plank. Tap that knee down to the mat. And then lift it up. Tap it down. And lift it up. Step it through for your high lunge. Scissor those inner thighs. Reach up. As you exhale, bend your elbows, bend your back knee. Inhale to reach. 2 more. Just lengthen out your breath. Inhale, reach up. Palms together as you exhale, twisting over to the left. So that left knee tracks out toward your left little toe, feeling the power of your back thigh. Beautiful. Yes. 1 more breath. Inhale, rise, reach up back to Anjaneyasana. This time, palms together to your heart. Lean forward. Slowly move into Virabhadrasana. Feeling that reach through both feet. 1 more breath. Exhale, release to your standing splits. Take your hands down, lift that right leg up. 1 more breath. Slowly bend that front knee, step back. Walk your body to the right, pivot your feet forward to parallel. This time we're going to lift halfway, interlace your fingers back behind your back, your sacrum, and then draw your elbows towards each other, then start to stretch your arms as you pull forward. Yes, beautiful. Noticing your breath, seeing if you can breathe all the way up your spine into the bowl of your pelvis. Even being upside down, take 2 more big breaths. And inhaling halfway, release your hands. Pivot forward to the front for your side angle pose. Left foot goes forward, back toes slightly in. Reaching up, and then maybe taking that right arm up. Notice that line of energy from your fingertips, your right fingertips to your back foot. Inhale, rise up. Reverse warrior, keeping that front knee bent. 1 more breath. Straightening that front leg. Keep your spine long, your torso long as you shift forward into Trikonasana. Triangle pose. So really feeling your upper body pull back towards your front thigh. 1 more big breath here. Exhale, bend your front knee, release your hands. Step back to downward facing dog. You're welcome to take a vinyasa here. Beautiful. Take a big collective inhale, big collective exhale. Inhale onto your toes, exhale, bend your knees, step up or jump to your hands. Inhaling halfway, and exhale, fold. This time we're going to grab our blocks, placing them both about hip distance apart on the lowest height. And then we're going to come onto the blocks, feet onto your thumbs. And again, we want to bring our hands onto the floor. So for me, I have to bend my knees in order to do that. So bring your hands shoulder distance apart out forward and come onto your tippy toes. Now you can stay here, or this time, hug your left thigh towards your belly, kick your heel towards your butt, and come onto your tippy toes. And then release. And the right side, hug that right thigh and kick your right heel towards your butt and lean forward. And release. Go and walk your hands in. Step off your blocks and set them to the side. We're going to come back into Tadasana. So you're going to lift the balls of your feet, placing the palms of your hands against the soles of your feet. And hold. So perfect opportunity for a little wrist massage. One more breath. And then slowly release, inhaling halfway. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. When you're begging from your right inner thigh, you can reach that right hand. Beautiful. Reach through that heel. Stay in your down dog. Draw the thigh towards your belly. Get it as close to your belly as possible. Round forward to plank. Tap one time. Drop your knee down towards the floor and lift it up. Beautiful. Step it forward for Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Exhale, bend your back knee, bend your elbows. Inhale, reach. Last time. And inhale. Palms together to your heart. Hinge forward, twisting over to the right. One more breath. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Find that inner focus. And then exhale, palms to your heart. Virabhadrasana 3. Reaching through both feet. Keep your chest open here. Feel free to open your arms, reach them forward. One more breath. Standing splits. Drop your hands down, maybe grabbing that right ankle with one or both hands for more balance. Keeping that left inner thigh reaching towards the sky. Beautiful. One more breath. And then slowly stepping back through your lunge, walking over to the left. Pivot your feet forward, grabbing onto your big toes with your knee side fingers or your ankles or your thighs, and fold. Using that as leverage to get a little bit deeper in your forward folds. One more breath. Inhaling to release, lift halfway. Hands up in front of you and then shift forward for your side angle pose. Now left arms up and over. One more breath. Inhale, rise and reach all the way up and back to reverse warrior. Straighten that front leg, reach forward. Keep that length in both sides of your torso. This time, roll that left shoulder forward and bring it back behind you for a half bios. One more breath. And then reach up. So keep your chest open, look towards your front foot, bend that front knee and release your fingertips maybe on a block. Keeping that right knee pressing out as you lift your left leg up. You are welcome to bend that knee, grabbing onto that foot or ankle with your left hand. One more breath. Slowly stepping back to your low lunge, release your hands. Coming back to downward facing dog. You are welcome to take a vinyasa here or staying in your down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhaling to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step one and out to meet your hands. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, float. We're gonna do that exercise one more time on our blocks. So grabbing your blocks, placing them on the lowest height, hip distance apart, step onto your blocks. And then bend your knees so much so that you can plant your palms out in front of you. It doesn't matter how far. Well, it does actually. Just taking them like maybe a handprint distance in front of your shoulders. And then press into your finger pads, lean forward. Come onto your tippy toes. You're welcome to stay or hug that right thigh in, right heel in. And release. Left thigh in, left heel in, lean forward. One more breath. And release. Walk your hands in. Step off of your blocks. You can step them to the side. And then just fold forward here, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Swaying your body from side to side. Go ahead and release your arms. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Last one here, reach that left leg up. Beautiful, stay in your down dog. Draw your thigh in toward your belly, round through, step it forward. No, drop it down, tap. Lift it back up. And then step it forward. Beautiful, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Beautiful, exhale, bend your elbows, bend your back knee. Inhale, reach up. One more time, exhale. Awesome. And inhale, palms together for your twist. Over to the left. Beautiful. Stay connected to the strength of your back thigh, pressing that left knee up. One more big breath. Inhale, back to Anjaneyasana, reach up, find that inner balance. Beautiful, palms to your heart, lean forward halfway. Virabhadrasana 3. One more breath. Slowly shifting down through standing splits, lifting that inner right thigh up, maybe grab your left ankle with one or one more breath. Go ahead and release that, slowly stepping back for your lunge, walking over to the right to pivot forward for your wide-legged forward fold. Lift halfway, interlace your fingers behind your sacrum, draw your elbows back, and then fold. Keeping your chest open here. As you fold forward, your shoulders are open. One more big breath. And then inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release your hands. Pivot forward for your side angle pose. So that you reach that right arm. Keep your upper body pulling back toward your front thigh. Reach that right arm up. Inhale, rise up. Reverse forward. Straighten that front leg. Keep your torso long to reach forward into your Trikonasana. Swing that right shoulder forward, reaching back for a half mile. One more breath. Slowly reach the arm. Keep your chest open, bend that knee, keep it tracking towards the left toe. Left little toe, rather, as you slowly lift the right leg up. And maybe you bend that knee to grab the ankle. Take your final vinyasa here. And then come to child's pose. As you're in your child's pose, see if you can expand your breath to your rib cage. Two more breaths. Your arms reaching forward. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips and back into downward facing dog. And then as you exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet, coming to a standing forward fold, the back of your mat. Softening the knees, holding the spine up. Once you come up, inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring your palms to your heart. Okay. We're gonna move to an inversion. So you can grab anywhere there's not a mirror. And I'll show you two different ways, two different things that we're gonna be working on. Okay. So, first and foremost, we are going to move into handstands. If you are not doing handstand today, that is perfectly fine. And you are welcome to do legs at the wall, where you come onto your side hip, scoot your butt to the wall, and then roll to the side. And this is an amazing immersion. Okay. So if you are going to do handstand, the variation that I want to work on today is as you come into your downward dog, I want you to imagine where your little Lululemon logo, I want on your sacrum, I want that to come to the wall first. So you're going to take your hands about a handprint away from the wall, so you want to make sure that you're not against the wall. So as you come into, with your wrists shoulder distance apart, you're pressing your finger pads and the base of your index finger into the floor. So those are really important. Then you'll come up to your down dog. From here, I want you to walk forward a little bit and then lean in. Just lean your shoulders so that they're either over your wrists or slightly past your wrists. And I'm going to have you step one foot slightly more forward, the other leg up. Now, notice how my leg is strong, just like we did in downward facing dog. It's not here, because if that's what it looks like, right? So we want to find that power. As you lean forward, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick with my bottom leg to get that emblem to the wall. And then I can come up with my feet and hug in. Just like we were on the blocks, on the back, you want everything to hug in towards your midline. Okay? All right. Easy peasy. Let's do it. And then I am here to help kick up. What? No, we're not using that anymore. Good. You're good. So I can talk you through this. Huh?
I can assist.
Oh, yes. Yes. So your hands about a handprint away from the wall. Good. Okay. Keep your gaze forward. So your head, if you want your head, if you like this far away from the wall. Okay, good. Keep looking forward, like right there. Okay. Okay, now, 1 foot steps forward just a little bit. Just a little bit, that's too much. There you go. Lift this leg up. This knee's gonna bend because this is gonna be your kicking leg, and then this leg is gonna be strong. Yep. I want you to, yep, keep your butt to the wall, butt to the wall. Awesome. There you go. Now, kick your heels into the wall and get your butt off the wall. Just like we did. There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. Does it? Yes, the fear.
I know, I did training on these two.
Really? I'm scared. Oh my goodness, girl. You're gonna do it today. Lift this up. Okay. Now, keep your gaze in between your hands. Yes. Now I want you to get this part of your butt to the wall. That's it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep your elbows straight.
Okay.
1, 2. You're so there.
She's gonna lift you.
You are so there. Okay, lift it up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Yes. Yes. Okay. Keep your gaze in between your hands. Get this part to the wall. 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Back to the wall. Back to the wall.
Nice.
You did it. Yeah, you can come back down anytime. There you go. Good job. That was fantastic. Whee! Yes. You can try it again. For
Should
sure.
have done the like L version where your feet are against the wall and your.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. That was doesn't feel quite as scary.
Just listen. Oh, that's okay. It's part to the wall.
Yes, I used to pick up and do that, and I just told me to do it. Now,
Is it your
the
box?
longer days, I have to
Yeah.
reach
Yeah.
out wall.
Back off, yeah, yeah. And then I'm gonna bring my hands here, you're gonna squeeze, and then bring your heels off the wall. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Now, what I want you to do is look up towards your toes. Oh. So bring your head in between your hands, and look up. Okay. So I see. That was awesome. Good job. Good job.
So there's a leap, literally in the face. It's here, you're there.
Yeah.
My body's all, it just feels like, where's my body?
Yeah, being upside down. Being upside down is hard.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna help you one more time.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good to, it's good to like,
Yeah. And then she told you to look up at yourself.
It's like, no, this one's gonna lift, so the other one's
Okay.
We're gonna do the opposite.
It's probably really good for
Lift this hip up.
your
Yes. Okay, okay, between your
Yeah.
this to the wall. 1, 2, 3. Yep. There you go, legs together.
Nice.
Good job. Huge fear. Now, flex your ankles, and I want you to get your butt off the wall. Good, good, good.
Nice, so strong.
Yep, Woo! That is awesome. All right. Stressful. So stressful. Since we have so much space, we're just gonna stay here. I'm gonna have you roll to, you guys in legs up the wall, roll to your right side, put your knees in. We're gonna make our way into downward dog, facing with your head towards here. We're gonna do a little arm stretch here. So when you're ready, come to down dog. And then you're gonna shift forward and lower onto your belly. Right arm reaches out to the right. Now, if you have really tight shoulders or pecs, you're gonna walk your arm slightly down towards your butt, okay? Look over your left shoulder, drop your head, roll to your right side, and step that left foot behind. So bending that left leg. And just breathing deep into your chest. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Feel free to do whatever you want with that left arm. On your next exhale, go ahead and come back onto your belly. So release that left hand down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and start to shrug your shoulders into big circles. Doesn't matter which direction. We'll go in the opposite direction. Take that to the other side, taking that left arm out to the left. Again, if you're very, very tight, drop it down a little bit from your shoulder joint. Look over your right shoulder and then roll onto your left side. Bending that right knee, stepping it back behind. And then feel free to do whatever you like with that right arm. Kind of play with it, get curious. And 3 more big breaths.
Wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you.
And then go ahead and release that right arm if it's up onto your belly. Bring your hands gently underneath your shoulders, and again, just rolling your shoulders into circles in all directions.
Magic on earth, power of love is in us. Power of
And
love
from here,
is
lift
in
the chest up.
us.
Take that left arm underneath you to the right and reach as far as you can to the right, and then roll onto your back. Once you come onto your back, hug your knees back in towards your belly. And then keep your right knee hugged in, stretch your left leg forward on the mat in front of you. And then take a twist over to your left and reach your right arm to the right.
Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you.
Take one more breath here. Inhale, coming back through center. Hug both knees in towards your chest. And then we'll take that twist to the other side, keeping your left knee hugged in, stretch your right leg forward. And taking a twist over to the right as you reach your left arm to the left.
2 more deep breaths. Slowly coming back to center. Extend towards your chest. Make our way into Shavasana. Since you are next to the wall, you are welcome to do legs up the wall for your Shavasana if you didn't get one already. Even if you did and you really enjoy it, you're welcome to go back. Otherwise, just find yourself in Shavasana, laying on your back, closing your eyes, whatever shape you choose, letting go of your body and letting go of your breath. side. Drawing your knees in towards your chest. Roll onto either side. So you are ready, you'll gently press up to a comfortable seat, placing your hands on your thighs, keeping your eyes closed. Just taking this final moment with your eyes closed to reconnect to your physical body, your breath, your mind, your heart. Just noticing how you feel after your practice. And we'll conclude with a single sound of Om as you bring your hands to your heart, taking a big cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And inhale for Om. Lastly, I invite you to bow your head, connecting the wisdom of your mind to the compassion and wisdom of your heart. In the words of Caroline Leaf, or a reminder that our mind has so much power over our body, that we can change anything at any time, especially our perception. So thank you, ladies, so much. Namaste. Well done, everybody. You're welcome. That was like the fastest class I could get. I don't know, time just flew with that class. I was like, I can't, like, it was wild. I don't even know. An hour class is already not enough. But it's very fast.